Okay, so Roblox just dropped a whole like ban tracking website, or at least they started to allow us to see bans publicly, and they didn't really tell anyone, so that means that nobody is really talking about this right now. Unfortunately, you can't see who specifically got banned, but you can see when it happened, the reason, and whether it was some poor intern or an AI doing the banning. AI moderation is not surprisingly the majority of these bans. I'll give you the exact numbers later in this video, but it's like Roblox made a public moderation diary and quietly slid it under the door. But why now? Like, what is the point of doing all of this now? So I just want to dig into this new transparency website because it's actually kind of a big deal. Now, the reason that we all are going to know about this right now is because of Green Lego Cats. He is the one that tweeted about this, and surprisingly, nobody is really seeing this tweet, and if they are, they aren't really saying anything about it, and that's why I'm saying no one is talking about this right now. Roblox recently started adding to the DSA transparency database. It doesn't give specifics on what specifically got someone moderated, but it's very interesting. So what this website seems to be is they show you the bans publicly on a lot of different platforms, a lot of different apps or websites across the entire internet, and whichever one you try to check, or if you select all platforms, which is currently 155 platforms are on this website, it will give you an entire list of the bans taking place on all of those platforms and like the very vague reasons as to why they were getting banned. And now Roblox is on here. They have put themselves on this website. All you have to do when you go to this website, there is this option to search statements of reasons. And on here, this is where all of the bans will be. Like I said, there is an option to filter the platforms, and Roblox is now in this list of platforms. So when we do that and go to show results, it will give us an entire list of all of these bans. And like I said, it's not going to tell you specifically who got banned. It really will just tell you account, and that's it. So at least we know that these are accounts getting banned. What else would be getting banned on Roblox? It gives us a category, which is like the very basic, very vague reason that the account was banned, and the creation date, I think it might be when the ban took place, but I'm not really too sure about that because right now the list for Roblox currently has 200 pages, and all of them, every single one of them, has yesterday's date. It has the 17th of April, and I don't really know if that means that all of these people got banned. Like 200 pages of this many people got banned just yesterday, or if that's when specifically Roblox uploaded those bans to this website, because it doesn't seem to be automatic. I think Roblox really has to do that, because if it was automatic, there would definitely be, at the very least, one from today, but there isn't, and every time I refresh this page, the number of these statements of reasons does not go up. So like I said, when it comes to AI moderation, I want to talk about this part specifically because here is where things get interesting. There is currently on this site over 1.9 million bans listed for Roblox, and about 1.4 million of them were automated. They were selected, they were categorized as automated. That means that's over 70% of those 1.9 million bans was done by bots. The decision to ban those accounts was done by AI moderation. And if you've been in the Roblox community for more than 5 minutes, you already know how people feel about AI moderation. Not great. Not surprisingly, they don't like it. We don't like it. Now, I understand that a lot of the time AI moderation does get it wrong, but I also understand that they will get it right. There are definitely times when AI moderation will ban people correctly. If they did something wrong and the AI picked it up, they decided, okay, this account needs to get banned for the thing that just got flagged in the AI system or whatever, they will just ban the account. And sometimes it goes well. Sometimes a lot of these bans will be correct, but I can imagine that with this number of them being AI moderation, I wouldn't be surprised if most of them will be very wrong. Either banning innocent people for absolutely nothing, or something very, very minor that just didn't need a ban whatsoever. People have had their accounts falsely banned, their avatars flagged, UGC content taken down, you name it. The list could keep going on and on for hours. I don't need to bore you with that, but all of that was done by the automated systems that barely even explain why. Now being able to see just how many of these bans are done by bots kind of confirms what a lot of players have been saying for years, that that AI moderation, or just moderation in general, feels very random and very, very unfair. So this transparency website is helpful, sure, but it also really shines a light on how much Roblox is relying on automation, on AI moderation over actual human reviews. And we could get into how they also use these AI things on Roblox support that do not want to help people appeal the bans that they got unfairly given by the AI moderation, but that is a whole separate issue that we don't need to get into. In the original tweet, Green Lego Cat said if you search this specific thing, there are 233,000 plus results. Over 31,000 of those resulted in termination, over 202,000 resulted suspension, and 13% of the results that he had at that time were for that specific content. First of all, that is already an alarming number, and you know, not all of them get banned. Most of them do not get banned, so a lot of the people engaging in that type of content or even adding to that type of content on Roblox will not even be in this list of the bans. They will still be out there being able to do whatever they want whenever they want. Second of all, only 31,000 of over 233,000 got terminated. The rest of them only got banned. That means they can reactivate their accounts when the ban is over and continue doing exactly this thing. So when he says that there are a lot of interesting statistics on this website, that's definitely true. I mean, I just showed you guys that over 70%, like probably 74% of the entire ban reasons that I can see right here, over 70% of 2 million bans listed were done by AI moderation. But the further details we have in here, if you go to like any of these specifically, which by the way, it took me quite a long time to scroll through them and find one that I could actually show you where it wasn't too graphic, which is also very alarming. But the account restriction tells us if it was suspended or terminated, which is like the ban, or deleted. Oh, okay, that's quite interesting. It does have the end date of the ban. So for this one specifically, seems like it was a 1-day ban. It has the facts and circumstances relied on in taking the decision and the ground for the decision. So all of this is really just like the moderator know and the reason that they give on your ban message on Roblox. So, I mean, if you actually get banned, you get to see that for yourself. Nobody else could ever see that, but now I guess they can, just not specifically your username. It has a lot of other information. If any of you are interested in that, you can go and take a look for yourself, but I just really wanted to tell you about this, considering no one is talking about this, and there is, exactly like Green Lego Cat said, a whole lot of interesting statistics that you specifically can go ahead and find on here. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about Roblox adding to our website that shows all of their bans publicly. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.